This is a normal forest python, up to 9 meters long, while this is reportedly a 15-meter Katanga giant snake. This size difference is enough to swallow a small car. In 1959, a Belgian Royal Air Force helicopter was flying low over the Congo jungle. The pilot witnessed an incredible sight enough to challenge modern biological understanding. A triangular giant head, as wide as a small car, a snake over 15 meters long, moving through the jungle. This isn't a movie effect, but a real record in the Belgian Royal Air Force top secret archives. Do you believe this Katanga giant snake really exists? If it's real, why no proof in over 60 years? If it's fake, why haven't sightings stopped? A pilot's war hallucination? Tribal folklore? Or an undiscovered prehistoric beast? Welcome to the Mizomi channel. Today we'll explore this mysterious African forbidden zone and unravel the mystery of this legendary giant snake. In the next 5 minutes, I'll tell you 3 things. Evidence unexplainable even by biologists. The second will completely change your perspective. 1959, Cold War tensions grip the world. In distant Africa, Belgian Royal Air Force Colonel Remy Van Lierde, piloting a Sikorsky H-21 Shawnee helicopter on a routine patrol mission, never expecting to see something that could rewrite biology textbooks. Clear weather, perfect visibility. As the chopper flew over Katanga, Van Lierde peered through a side window. Noticing unusual movement below, he immediately lowered altitude to investigate. What he saw next left the experienced officer in disbelief. A snake at least 15 meters long, its head as wide as a small car, coiled in the jungle below. Just imagine, a reticulated python averages 6 meters. This Katanga snake was over twice that length. It defied all biological understanding of snake size limits. Even more shocking, as the helicopter descended further, the giant snake didn't flee. It raised its massive body, roaring angrily, assuming an attack posture. This completely contradicted normal snake behavior. When faced with a threat, Van Lierde quickly raised the helicopter and recorded this astounding discovery in detail in his Royal Air Force flight report, along with alleged photographs, all classified as top secret. This report and photos remain classified to this day. What do you think the military is hiding? If it's just an ordinary misidentification, why label it top secret? Theory 1. The military covered up the truth. Theory 2. It's just standard confidentiality protocol. Think for 3 seconds. The following evidence is even more shocking. Colonel Van Lierde wasn't the only witness. The Katanga serpent legend has long circulated among local tribes. In old tales, it's called the Congolese cryptid. The most chilling evidence: 1930s, a European expedition ventured deep into Katanga's jungle. Seeking rare minerals, they vanished completely months later. Local hunters in the dense forest discovered a ravaged campsite, tents torn, supplies scattered, utter chaos. Even more frightening, massive snake tracks were found near the camp, along with crushed vegetation. Fast forward to the 1950s. Missionary Marcus Freeman's diary recounts a terrifying giant snake encounter during a baptism at the Congo River. Suddenly, from the riverside bushes emerged a snake of unimaginable length. Its visible part exceeded the church's length. Freeman described the snake's scales as having a metallic sheen, its head raised high, emitting a screech like metal on ground. Most baffling of all, when Freeman questioned local villagers, they were deeply reluctant, refusing to discuss, as if the snake's existence was some unspeakable taboo. Did you know from 1930 to present, Africa's Congo region has recorded at least 17 alleged Katanga serpent sightings, most eyewitness descriptions of length range between 12 to 15 meters. Such consistent accounts surely can't all be illusions or lies. If you think these are just exaggerated rumors, this might change your mind. Entering the 21st century, the social media era, Katanga serpent legend resurfaces. A blurry video goes viral online, allegedly filmed in Congo's rivers or lakes. This video sparked heated debate. Supporters claim it's proof of the serpent. Skeptics point out the low video quality, unable to confirm the shadow's identity. Some even doubt it's filmed in Africa. Now, which possibility do you lean towards? A coincidental military sighting, local imaginative folklore, or a questionable video. If Katanga giant serpent does exist, it is likely to be one. A giant snake species that has not yet been officially recognized by the scientific community. Congo Basin in Africa. It has vast pristine jungles and complex water systems. It is one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth. There are still a large number of unexplored areas. Biologist estimates the Congo Basin may have more than 30% of the species. It has not yet been discovered by science sighting report of Belgian pilot Van Lierde. It has become the most powerful evidence for this hypothesis. An experienced military pilot in sunny weather, sightings of huge snakes up close. This is almost impossible to be a simple misidentification. Local ancient legends, Congolese cryptid Liu Chuan Yi Ju, and in different tribes and cultures, both have similar descriptions. This is likely to imply something, the existence of real creatures. After all, the legends of most primitive tribes, often based on real observations, it is only deified in the process of dissemination. But this hypothesis, There are also obvious vulnerabilities. The most critical question is lack of conclusive physical evidence 20th century to present. The scientific community has never obtained specimen of Katanga giant serpent skeleton, even clear photos. For a creature of such a huge size, this is not in line with common sense. If it really exists, there should have been more evidence long ago. Secondly, giant snakes above 15 meters ecological needs. It is difficult to satisfy the ecology of the Katanga region, whether it is enough to support the survival and reproduction of such a huge predator. It's a huge question. More conspiracy theories are Katanga giant serpent. It may be the Cold War period, the product of some kind of secret military or biological experiment during the Cold War. All countries are doing it in secret. Various military and biological experiments, sightings of the Katanga serpent. It could be some secret experiment, accidental leak of results. For example, the product of the failure of genetic engineering or a test product of a biological or chemical weapon, accidental escape into the wild, official silence and archive blockade. It seems to confirm the possibility of this speculation. Pilot sightings incident occurs during military patrols. It is likely to be related to military experiments. There is some kind of association. There are even rumors that it is said. Witness Colonel Van Lierde, later, mysterious disappeared. This is even deeper people's speculation about conspiracy theories, but this hypothesis. Similarly, there is a lack of direct evidence. Speculation about the government's secret experiments. More based on speculation and imagination, lack of factual evidence. Even during the Cold War, the manufacturing is so huge in biological weapons that are difficult to control. There is no huge difficulty in technology once leaked. The consequences are unpredictable. It's hard to trust the government will take such a huge risk furthermore. Rumors of the disappearance of the pilot, unconfirmed lack of reliable sources, more like an urban legend. If Katanga giant serpent is an experimental product, why more than 60 years no similar species reappear? Why not any former Soviet Union or the declassified archives of the United States mention such experiments before we make a final judgment? And a group of scientists. Key evidence that has never been publicly discussed. It may completely change your perception. From a biological point of view, Katanga giant serpent, the most incredible feature is its amazing body shape, body length of more than 15 meters. In modern snakes, absolutely break through Skyrim, the largest extant snake species, reticulated python, and senran body length, rarely more than 9 meters, and prehistoric serpent, titan, and python lived 60 million years ago is considered to be on Earth, the largest snake that ever existed. Its body length is only estimated around 12 to 15 meters. In other words, Katanga giant serpent. If it really reaches more than 15 meters, it will be with those that have been extinct for 60 million years. Prehistoric monsters are comparable in size. Biologists point out snakes grow in size. It is limited by a variety of biological factors: metabolic rate, skeletal structure, respiratory system, peeling mechanism, etc. The larger the body size, the physiological burden has increased exponentially. This makes snakes almost impossible, evolved a body shape that exceeded a certain limit. Unless Katanga is a giant serpent, possess something we don't know yet, special physiological structure or metabolic mechanisms. Otherwise, the authenticity of its body shape, extremely suspicious. More deadly scientific questioning from ecology. Giant snakes, over 15 meters tall. An extremely large amount of food is required to maintain daily energy expenditure. A 15-meter giant snake. Food requirements. What is the concept? It is estimated according to the metabolic rate of existing snakes. It takes monthly. At least devouring is equivalent to one head, prey of small hippopotamus-sized Katanga region, although biodiversity is abundant. But whether there are enough prey resources support so huge predators survive, still unknown. Suppose it feeds on large mammals. Hunting difficulty and risk will greatly increase. Furthermore, giant snakes have higher habitat requirements, enough concealed places required, stable water sources, suitable temperature and humidity. As human activities expand and ecological environment damage, wildlife habitat is constantly shrinking. This is further compressed. The living space of large animals, such a huge creature in a shrinking wild environment. How to maintain population numbers and avoid modern satellites and monitoring of detection technology. This is almost impossible to complete. Face the mystery of Katanga serpent. Scientific experts' opinions differ drastically. Intellectual experts believe there are indeed many unexplored areas in the African jungle. Our knowledge of life on Earth is still very limited. The possibility of unknown giant snakes cannot be ruled out. Legends are often shadows of reality. Some seemingly absurd rumors may hide behind them unknown truths. However, more herpetologists and biologists are highly skeptical of the Katanga giant snake. From current biological evidence, snakes over 15 meters long face insurmountable obstacles, both physiologically and ecologically. Eyewitness reports are extremely unreliable, likely misidentifications, exaggerations, or even fabrications. One cannot easily conclude unknown giant snakes exist based solely on vague legends and unverified sightings. The rigor of science lies in evidence. Without definitive physical proof, the Katanga giant snake's existence remains merely a legend. The purpose of scientific exploration is truth-seeking. One must maintain curiosity and the desire to explore the unknown while upholding rationality and the rigorous spirit of science. Now the most critical question arises. If the Katanga giant snake truly does not exist, why are there so many sightings? Why would a Belgian pilot risk submitting a false military report? This is precisely the most shocking truth behind the Katanga giant snake legend. The Katanga giant snake, this enigma hidden deep in the African jungle. After our thorough analysis, a definitive answer still eludes us. The pilot's military report, ancient legends of locals, blurry images circulating online. All are like scattered fragments in the long river of time, difficult to piece together completely. Scientific analysis tells us 15-meter giant snakes face significant physiological and ecological barriers.